Hello and welcome one and all as we continue watching Netflix's live-action adaptation of One Piece. I haven't uploaded in a while, so now feels like a good time to remind people that if you're ever wondering where I am or what I'm doing, you should check out the community tab on my channel page. Even if I'm not uploading for a week or two, or more like a month and a half in this case, I am generally still creating text posts at least once a week on that community page just to let people know what's going on with me and keep everyone updated on my situation. I also talk about why certain shows get priority over others in those posts and even play with certain ideas for future content and changes that are coming on the channel. So if you're not already, you should definitely be checking out the community tab on my page because again, I just post a lot of information about thought processes and behind the scenes stuff to be transparent about what I'm doing and why. So it's just a good way to get information about what I'm doing and why. Now that that's all been said and is out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the episode and see what is going to happen in the second part of Usopp and Kuro's arc. However, it has been so long that I almost forgot. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the video, and now we can go ahead and get into the episode. Ah yes, the well. I believe that Zoro and, oh, the sheep guy, Mary, he was also thrown down here. He might actually be dead, I don't know. Zoro, however, I think we all know that he's just fine and dandy. You've got so many handholds and footholds. I'm sure you can climb your way out of there. You've only got a slight concussion. Oh, interesting. Is this gonna be a Zoro-heavy episode?
A person pretends to be a butler anyway.
You're not actually buying any of this, are you?
But I'm telling the truth. Klahadore is a pirate. No, sorry, Kuro. His name is Captain Kuro.
Now I know you're lying.
Oh god, because
Captain Kuro of the Black
my
Pirate.
father took care of him.
Long claws, tiny glasses.
Impossible. My father, Axe-Hand Morgan, killed him years ago.
Yeah.
Any Marine worth their salt knows that.
Straw Hat, you mean Luffy? Wait, you know Luffy? Yeah, my other
There you
best
go.
friend. He's
My other
He's
best
taking
friend.
us to- Yes, aren't you listening to me? Someone has to stop Kuro. I can't do it by myself.
It's okay. We're here to help. Isn't that right?
Oh, yes.
Kobe's in charge. Yeah.
Lead the way.
Drop the attitude, ego. You have no reason to be as full of yourself as you are. Oh, that's right. He poisoned himself. I forgot about that. Oh dear.
Luffy.
Can't talk. Dying. You trying to move him? I know he's gorged himself, but he can't be that heavy. Come on. He looks dead. What is he doing here? Couldn't tell you honestly, sir.
What's wrong with him? The little guy couldn't get enough of my latest recipe. I was chasing a perfect balance between bitter and savory.
And poison.
Just wish I could have asked him how it tasted.
Well, he downed the whole thing.
An idiot.
Not while I'm the cook.
You're not a cook and I'm not a maid. We're pirates.
Sell yourself short, champ, but leave my cooking out.
He took that personally.
Inbred nonsense.
Oh, wow.
How much of the soup did he eat?
All of it.
Go ahead and toss him in the well with a green head of. Aye, aye, Captain.
I know it's a deep well, guys, but you can't just keep throwing body after body after body down there. They're going to literally pile up. Alright. Let's see how poorly this is going to go.
Who'd ring the bell at this hour?
Sir, we never actually get visitors.
Stay put.
What do we do?
Understood. Marines.
Little on edge suddenly.
Matter at this time of night. You see, he's not well. The entire village has tried their utmost to help, but the poor boy has been this way ever since he was a child.
Uh-oh.
One lie bigger than the next.
Uh-oh.
He was never quite the same after his mother's passing.
Oh, uncalled for.
Mother out of this. His gloves. Check his gloves for blades.
A butler's gloves. Such an imagination. I guess some fruit gets so bruised it can't help but to be rotten at the core.
Oh. Ooh, snippy.
I know what I saw.
We're looking for a fugitive. Goes by the name of Luffy.
Luffy? Luffy, why yes, I do know that.
Uh-oh.
name. Belongs to one of the lowly criminals Usopp has introduced, Lady of the House. Horrid bunch, drank the place dry. I
Okay.
have one of the staff members keeping an eye on it now.
I feel like some alarm bells should start going off at this point. I'm sure Kobe's gonna start getting suspicious, but what's the blonde idiot's name? Helmeppo? Is that it? I have to assume he's just going to continue being a hindrance.
Luffy is a pirate, sure, but not like Kuro.
He's a different kind of pirate.
It's
We've
confusing.
established that.
Please, Kaya's in danger.
Now, if that is all, I really must return to my duties.
Come on, Kobe.
I just have a few more questions.
Of course.
Of course. Careful, Klahadore. Don't let that mask drop too early. I'm sure that Kuro is fine fighting some other pirates, but does he really want to invite the attention of the Marines? Nami's waiting for her chance to strike with a pan. Whoo!
What's that?
Old houses?
He's lying. Everything he says is
Enough out
No, that's enough out of you.
I really must return to my duties.
Come on, Kobe. You know something's wrong. You know something's wrong.
Marines. We think.
Still early days for him. He doesn't have the confidence. Where did he get these? And what is he doing? Why is he not just climbing? You telling me that Zoro doesn't have the physical prowess to climb out of here? Oh. Flashback time. Okay. Interesting. Can't say I was expecting that this episode. Ow! My head. Can they take the helmets off? I don't know who's who. Not that I anticipate recognizing anybody besides Zoro. Ow.
You're dropping your elbow. Just some friendly advice?
We're not friends, Kalina. Now I need advice from you.
I mean, if she just beat you, then I would say that you
Your
could use the
movements
advice.
say otherwise.
Called out.
Have you learned anything?
Then I'm gonna be the world's greatest swordsman.
Maybe one day. But not today.
I know I can't beat you. It's these bamboo swords. Let's find real blades to see who's best.
How do you see that going any better for you, bud?
Fine.
Uh-oh.
Honest it is. But you want to beat me? You better be ready to kill me.
You guys are like 12. Settle down. My word. Also, very good job casting a child that actually looks like a child version of this actor.
Okay.
Like, as soon as he took the helmet off, like, I immediately was like, oh, that actually looks like a kid Zoro. So, like, that's very well done. I feel like it's way too common to, like, when you have flashback sequences in live action media, to have a kid that's just like, oh, this kid vaguely looks like their older counterpart.
Those pirates. The other pirates. You're in danger.
Oh, how is this gonna go?
Not making any sense.
Please, Kaya, we gotta get out of here.
I'm not going anywhere. It's the middle of the night. How about I ring for Klahadore?
No.
We can have some-
No, don't! Call Klahadore.
Stop, you're scaring me. Klahadore gave up his life to care for me. Why would he want to hurt me, hurt Mary?
I don't know. Maybe he wants your money.
Stop.
Kaya, please. Just believe me. You always believe me.
I believed your stories because they were fun. This one isn't.
This isn't a story, it's the truth. You gotta listen to me.
Okay, don't do that. Oh, good on her, actually. No, like,
I
that
don't know what the truth is anymore.
that was totally called for.
I think you should go, Usopp.
Like, his...
Please.
Like, him freaking out is understandable, but, like, from her perspective, he's being, like... His actions are being very concerning in their own right, so... I do also want to say...
No. done running.
I'll hold for a minute.
I'm not leaving your side. Not until I know you're safe.
Okay. I really like how that scene played out. He kind of recognized he was being too aggressive and kind of, you know, overstepping on her boundaries, but he's at the same time he's like, I can't just leave you to whatever these guys' devices is. So he wants to stay, he wants to try to protect her, but he's not grabbing at her and trying to force her to do things anymore. He's just like, okay, I'll be here with you.
Kaya is of age.
What I was saying,
Put this fast to bed.
not finally, I just read the word on the screen. What I was getting ready to say, he's so fed up with his minions. What I was getting ready to say is, I want to give props, continued props, because I'm pretty sure I complimented him in the last episode. I want to give continued props to Usopp's actor, because I commented to at least some extent, I recall, on how his voice acting when he was like telling his stories last episode and such. I commented on how just the way he's speaking them into existence makes them sound outlandish. Like, he sounds like someone telling a story. But he is managing to bring the same kind of energy to his franticness in this episode, but it's you. But he's doing so with a vocal delivery that is very noticeably different. Like, he sounds noticeably more genuine. He sounds noticeably more concerned about the messages he's delivering, and yeah, just really good, really impressive stuff from Usopp's actor, I gotta say.
We have to leave now.
Well, the shutters have already come down, so that's a little unfortunate.
Kaya.
Oh,
Oh, Miss Kaya.
oh, chilling.
Kaya.
Oh my god, that little Kaya, that was
All alone now.
that was the best read we've gotten from Kuro's actor so far.
Parents are gone. Your friends are all gone. Even Usopp is gone.
This was what I was saying after last episode.
You and me, Miss Kaya.
When I was saying that I wasn't feeling super impressed by Klahadore,
Wake up!
I said that I hope to be more impressed by Kuro, and right now, I'm feeling this character so much more than last episode. He is bringing the energy to Kuro in a much more impressive capacity than I felt that he was as Klahadore. Klahadore was fine, and there were moments with Klahadore that I felt he was doing a really good job. But this is so much better overall thus far. Uh-oh. Oh, can't be stealthy when you're coughing.
There you are, Miss. It's your birthday. It's time to stop.
Oh my god. The scene that they have set, oh my god, the ambiance, the mood, incredible stuff so far this episode, honestly. I felt like there was a little bit of a dip last episode, just not even necessarily in like performances or the writing or anything like that, just I guess the kind of action, just sort of, you know, what was going on. There wasn't too much happening. Last episode was, again, we were meeting new characters. We were kind of setting the stage for this episode more or less. But I feel like we've been kind of killing it this episode so far. Is it just me or does this environment feel kind of fake? Hey, if that's one of the biggest criticisms I have of this episode, I'll take it. Ooh. Did they never let him fight with 2 bamboo swords?
2 swords not enough? Maybe you should have brought more. You're dropping your elbow again.
Shut up and fight!
She is better than you, actually. Woo. Why is this little girl so imposing? Jeez. Oh! Ow! Maybe go back and train some more before you pick up the real swords again, Zoro.
Eventually, you'll surpass me in everything.
That's dumb.
No, that's nature. I'm small now. And fast, but soon, all the boys will get taller and stronger.
Hey, I don't like the direction this is going.
Mine.
Who cares about that kind of stuff?
Don't you get it? Girls can beat boys. But no woman can beat a man.
No, disagree. Hard disagree. Hard disagree.
Don't say that.
I have known some very impressive female
Don't make
athletes.
excuses.
Okay, maybe I can finish this point on the 3rd attempt. While that flashback was cool,
About this.
You know, you're the
it did feel a
only
little
person I know who
awkward
actually
going
fought
between
back
that and him
capturing
crawling out of the
fugitives just
well, I
supposed to
feel.
capture.
I don't know, the...
I know that Usopp guy might be full of it. That butler gives me the creeps.
Maybe it was because he just, again, got concussed, he got like hit on the head or something at the end of last episode.
It's not my fault I'm doing a good job.
Tell him, Kobe!
And the Vice Admiral sees it.
Yeah!
The only reason you're here is because you're.
I feel like
friends with
somebody
us
as
all.
physically fit as Zoro should not have been struggling that hard to climb up that well. I don't know.
He's using you.
Huh?
You're just jealous.
Doesn't make me wrong.
Luffy, now's not the time.
What was that, Straw Hat? You got something to say?
Ah! Oh, Luffy's probably feeling a bit better. That was a lot of poison he just got out of his system. Didn't have to make me see it, though.
Okay.
Helmeppo, of course, deserved.
What they think of me. They'd be so disappointed.
They'd think, oh god, get rid of this terrible
We need
painting.
money to survive. And that is exactly what we are going to do.
There you go, Nami. Man, why isn't Nami the leader of the crew? Oh, right. Because I think she's going to betray them soon, isn't she? We'll get there when we get there. God, the flickering lights throughout the entire house, too, has just been such a great touch. As well. Also, camera angles have been really good. God, this really has been an incredible episode. Zoro waking up. Oh, right. I fell like 20 or 30 feet, didn't I? How you feeling, champ? You break anything? Sprain anything in that fall? I will say, as awkward as I felt like it was, as I feel like it kind of is, that... Because I don't know, I feel like the well situation he's in the present is just like... It doesn't feel super significant, I guess. It feels like the weight of the flashbacks is arguably greater than what's going on in the present for Zoro.
There was an accident.
That being said... Wait, what?
Jeez.
Wait, what?
She's gone.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's awkward. After go from what we just saw to this.
But she can't be. We made a promise.
We made a promise.
So what I was going to say was that it's cool that they found a way to give us this kind of attention on Zoro, despite the fact that, like, he's very much not the focus of the episode, right? I guess you could say it feels like they have made an effective use of their B plot. You know how a lot of times shows, media will have like an A plot and a B plot? Not every show does that, but a lot of shows do that in order to avoid spending too much time on the same characters doing the same thing for the same reasons. A lot of shows will have 2 or sometimes even 3 different sort of plot lines going at the same time. And I feel like this was a good way of giving us, the viewer, time with Zoro. Wow. They're really trying to drive it home. That, like, yeah, this kid's dead. Jeez. This felt like a really good way of giving us time with Zoro without detracting from the main source of, like, the main plot, the main thing that's going on in this episode, which is, of course, Usopp, Nami, and Kaya fleeing from Kuro. Oh, okay. That shot we just got of the stone there, it looks wet. If the stones are all sleek, it makes more sense why this was such a challenge for him. Rock climbing on wet stone is going to be significantly more difficult. I consider that might have been what was making it difficult for him to climb earlier, but I didn't want to assume until I was, like, explicitly shown that by the show. And if there were kind of glimpses of that, if I could have picked up on it earlier, then my bad, but seeing that confirmed right there, now it makes sense.
I gotta go back. The butler. He's gonna kill Kaya. And then he's gonna go after my crew.
I'm under direct orders to bring you in.
You said you wanted to help innocent people. Kaya's innocent.
Yep.
You know what? Screw this.
Come on, my doors!
Father always said dead pirate weighs the same as a live one.
God gave us strict
What?
orders.
He gave you strict orders.
And you...
Start walking, pirates. Or
No.
die.
You listen to me. Kobe's the one in charge here. Yeah? Oh, hey, Helmeppo. Remember me?
Hey, haircut.
Hey, haircut. Nice! Oh my god.
You know where to find me.
Every, like, 2 episodes or so, just give me some random misplaced interaction with Zoro and Helmeppo where he just puts him in his place. You love to see it. I think, to finish that thought earlier, I think that the White Blade, the Wadoichi Mon, I think that was also the one that Helmeppo
But I'm gonna go back.
was brandishing to insult Zoro when he was in the yard.
So don't try to stop me.
We're friends, but I will threaten you if you get in my way. God dang, and honestly, that scene right there was arguably the best performance I've seen from Luffy's actor as well. God dang. Really great stuff this episode.
Oh, Miss Kaya.
He found them. Are we playing hide and seek?
Now, Kaya. I know you're in here. Sending with better than we are. Had every
The stuffing! No!
has to offer. What have you done with your life? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You've kept her sickly for the past few years.
Spoiled, sniveling little brat.
Don't breathe. Don't make a sound.
Consider this payback for all those years spent listening to your incessant cry.
God, this girl's going to have such a complex after all this.
Klahadore, I miss my mommy and my daddy. When all I wanted to do was rip your tongue out.
Jesus. I feel like maybe his blade should be a bit more effective. Does that make sense? Like, some of the things that he's doing don't really make me feel like they're terribly sharp. They feel almost like blunt objects. Like when he swiped at the curtain or whatever it was that was hanging, like it didn't slice the curtain. It just kind of like pulled it down. And when he just ran them down the painting, it looked like it was barely scratching the canvas. So yeah, I don't know. That is one thing that I will say. And that's obviously not like an actor thing. I don't even necessarily know if it's a costume design thing. I don't think I would call it a costume design thing. It's probably like a staging thing, an effects thing. Yeah, not entirely sure how to classify that, but you get what I'm saying. Oh! Oh! Okay, Kaya!
Where to look next?
Here I was thinking this girl was about to have a breakdown, but...
You always would.
Nah, she wants to go on the offensive. She's pissed! Bad idea.
Stronger than you think.
Ah, she's using her words against her. Don't do that. Nami already has a hard time making friends. You know this. Oh dear. Whew. I feel like the effect of him moving quickly is slightly different than last episode. I like it a little better. I think I might have mentioned last episode that I might have brought it up in the post-episode discussion. I'm not sure. I didn't think it was super impressive. But it looks a little better this time. I think it's because we're actually seeing like the start and finish of his kind of flash step at the same time in the same scene, whereas a lot of the times when it was being used in the last episode,
Maybe this time we keep his swords.
he would like flash away and we wouldn't see him come back into and it would like we'd have to wait, change frame to another view before seeing him come back in. So I think that might have contributed to making it feel slower.
These are my friends. You don't get to mess with them.
I like this serious Luffy.
You are annoyingly resilient.
Well, I am made of rubber.
Rubber can be cut. Might not be able to be shot, but
And how long have you been on the seas? A week? A month?
about that.
I was a captain for years, and I never failed in a raid. Not once.
I like the sounds, though. I will say that. I like the sounds of his blades when he's moving them.
Life of worry and a target on my back as wide as the east blue.
Well, yeah. Consequences of your actions and whatnot.
Is that what you want? A lifetime of always looking over your shoulder.
What is this really weird life lesson happening right now? I think I was in the middle of saying something else, so I didn't mention it the last time we were on this fight scene, but I like seeing the cooperative fighting with Shaman Buchi. And oh, that's the white one. I also like how theatrical Sham was in her movements during the fight. I thought it was really cool.
It's about adventure and freedom.
Another veteran pirate just being like, kid, what are you on about?
Freedom.
What? Oh, got him.
I didn't plan for that.
They do say that everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Whoo! Even Bucci gets a chance to be light on his feet. That was cool. Woo! I forget which fight it was, but I think I said this for a previous fight, but I'll say it again if they're gonna do it again. Using the environment as part of your fight choreography is always such a cool thing to see. Oh! Zoro's so cool. Zoro's so cool. Even if it's not terribly effective, I think it is kind of neat to see him trying to use his claws as like stabbing implements and not just for slashing. Oh! Oh! Ow! Okay, now follow him out. Don't let him get away.
I'm sorry about the mess. You probably need some new stuff.
I think I'm done with stuff for a bit.
This is a big house, girl.
Can't collect their bounty.
No.
Even if you start getting a little healthier,
Where we are, we have to get out.
I think it's going to be a little hard for you to take care of this whole place yourself.
We don't even have a ship.
Well,
Yes,
somebody's probably feeling grateful right about now.
you do.
So,
That looks just like your lawyer friend.
Mary ran the shipyard after my parents passed.
about him.
He was their dearest colleague. My oldest companion.
And
Was.
his memory will live on. I hereby name this ship the Going Mary.
It's yours now. Your new home.
Thank you, Kaya. We did it!
Giddy as a child.
Get your stuff.
What stuff?
I don't know, how much stuff do you got?
Right?
I couldn't leave Sir Village.
Why not?
I guess this is goodbye.
Look, I appreciate that she's gonna pursue her own dream. She's, you know, learning to act on her own ambitions and whatnot, but,
And when I do, I expect to hear all about the real adventures of Captain Usopp.
oh! Oh, okay.
They do know I'm the captain, right?
Luffy! I was wondering... I was wondering what Luffy was so confused about. I was like, are we gonna get a moment where Luffy is so childlike he doesn't know what a kiss is? Like, what's happening right now? What's with his face? Why does he look so bamboozled? So confuzzled? But that was what was clawing at his brain. They do know I'm the captain, right? Luffy, get off the head of the ram. If you fall into the water, you are done.
I made us a new Jolly Roger for the ship.
Is he actually good? Usopp?
I know. My flair for design often leaves people speechless. I already drew our flag. Okay, but this one is so much better.
Neither of the flags are gonna scare anyone away.
Okay, but the Jolly Roger's supposed to reflect the captain.
Which is why yours is wrong.
We are the Strawhead
Call
crew.
me Captain
I am Captain
Usopp.
Usopp.
In
I
every
am the
scene, they call
captain.
me
Me,
Captain
Captain.
Usopp.
Captain, me.
And the captain
I
usually
am
is
the
I vote Nami.
Gets the ship
I am
and
the
knows the most about the
Me,
ship.
I am.
Aw, that's precious.
You see? This is what it's all about.
I agree, Luffy.
From now on, it's all gonna be smooth sailing.
I don't agree with that part. Oh, okay, that was... Oh, I love that. I love that table, the hanging that's so cool.
Marines, we're under attack.
Wait, really? Oh my god. I thought they were going after Kuro. Grandpa? Wait, he's not serious, is he? I thought that was just like... old man. Huh. Huh. That was an amazing episode. All around, there were very few things that I felt deserved criticism or complaining about. Meanwhile, there were a ton of things that I felt were praiseworthy. I talked about a lot of it during the episode, but the character performances were standout. Usopp, Kuro, even Luffy all had stellar performances throughout the episode. The fight choreography, especially Zoro's fights and the swordplay that naturally follows with Zoro fighting, were very clean and creative both in the present and even in the past when he was a kid fighting against Kid Kuina. And even just the general mood and tension that was created through a combination of a variety of factors like lighting and set pieces, the pacing, the camera angles, the music, even scene transition sometimes helped to establish the kind of tone that was trying to be set. It was all around just a really great episode, and I'm looking forward to seeing how close we stay to this quality as we get into the second half of the season. Because we are at that halfway point now, and I have been thoroughly enjoying the series thus far, and we still don't even have our full crew. But real quick, before we leave off this video, I will just say I was kind of surprised and I guess also a little confused, admittedly, with how we ended this episode with Grandpa Garp chasing after the Straw Hats when I definitely thought that he was going to be picking up Kuro. I'm sure that I will get answers in the next episode, but that's then. This is now, and for now, I'm going to leave you with a reminder to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, but until I see you in the next one, take care. Bye-bye.